start the music. Whenever you feel like starting the music.
Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. And, we forgot our bumper music, didn't we?
Whenever you feel like starting that music.
And this is kind of cool. This is another from Gutenberg.org. Now, this is a really old recording.
Yes,
this is one of those old Thomas Edison things, because not only did he do the light bulb, as most of you know, he did the phonograph.
That's right. And he likes to yell.
Yes. I don't know if this is actually him yelling. But
I think it is.
You think it is?
I do.
Now, was it on wax? What did they do these on? What was it?
Weren't they metal?
Oh, maybe it was. Well, here we go.
Metal, I think.
Here we go. Mr. Thomas Cat.
Ah.
Yeah, we're pretty cutting edge here on the Pine Tree, aren't we? We'll only play music.
Everything comes around twice or 3
we'll
times.
Only play music.
Look, leggings are back.
They never looked good on me.
That's scary. Can you imagine that? Woo!
But
you just
all
cover
the
your eyes
bumper
and
music.
say, "No."
See, we try to pick nothing that's newer than 100 years old.
That's right, because then it loses its copyright.
There we go. Mr. Thomas
You know
Cat.
what else you lose a right to?
What?
After 100 years? Your burial plot.
So if you live longer than 100 years, you no longer have the right to be buried in it?
No, if you're buried there for more than 100 years, you no longer have the right to be buried in it.
Oh.
See?
So...
Think about that. It's not even a copyright issue. It's just a burial right issue. They could move you.
They can move you.
They could.
At will.
If they so chose. It's my understanding. It's 100-year leases.
Yeah, now I wouldn't want to be on the board that voted for that.
No, I wouldn't either.
That's one of those,
no.
We're going to be on that. We're going to be on a board that votes.
Moves.
We're going to exhume them all and put in a condo project,
exactly.
Right? Yeah, there we go.
It's Poltergeist revisited.
I think there's been movies, yeah. There's a plot line there.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I guess to start off tonight's news is last night, Mother Nature was out there, and like we've said before on the nightly news, it was blessings from the devil.
Thunderstorms in the summertime.
And we should preface this by saying, somebody's probably going, "What did you say?" No, when I was growing up, my mom used to always tell me when there was thunderstorms in the summer that it was blessings from the devil.
That's right.
Because
especially
whatever benefits you might get from rain would be far outweighed by the risks
of fire. Absolutely.
And that was played out this morning.
That's right. Multiple
little
points.
Things. Yeah, and some of them are probably an exaggeration to call them full-blown fires, so that's why we just call them ignition
points.
But basically, they kept Cal Fire busy.
They sure did.
Off of Murphy's Grave Road this morning, last night, Dorrington. And the Dorrington one really was a full-blown little incident where they actually had a big tree they had to bring somebody in and take down and things like that. There also there was one for American Camp Lookout over off of Italian Bar, and there was several more
just around
smoke. Yeah, they had some looking for just mopping
little
up on stuff.
Smoke spirals.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So, thank you to CDF and Cal Fire.
Cal Fire,
because they've been dodging bullets.
They have
been.
They have
just
been.
keep
in this area.
Yes,
anyway,
in this
area. And it's shaping up to be an interesting fire season.
And we got an email from a reader. Thank you very much for the nice email. But what they were asking for was, are we actually going to post something such as if there was a big one for evacuation plans and things like that? And just to touch on that a little bit, one thing the county has put in place is a reverse 911 system.
Yes.
And how this works is, if you are in a block of homes that is scheduled for evacuation, they will dial your number.
Exactly.
And the system will tell them if, in fact, it was able to leave a message. Yeah. That type of thing, and also, but they still will do the door-to-door stuff in the event. But also
Channel 7, Comcast Channel 7, our public access television station, they have put in place I call it a ticker tape, but it's at the bottom of the crawler. at the bottom of the television screen that will tell you whether or not an area is being evacuated and where the fire is, and that will be invaluable as well.
And we also plan here on the Pine Tree to, and where possible, where we can have an internet connection, is during the life of an incident to basically bring up a feed and just leave it running.
Yes,
you know, it's
exactly.
we may loop clips of fire footage or something like that up, but basically during the life of an incident, we would bring up a live feed and just let it roll.
Exactly.
So if there's anything updated, you know, we can just keep it looping.
And if you've logged on to the site at 1 o'clock in the morning, you will know that anytime anything happens, it's on the site within half an hour. And the incident,
not always, but we try.
typically within half an hour, And what I'm referring to is the earthquake a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Yes, that was posted up within 5 minutes.
Right.
So here at the Pine Tree, we get on it fast.
We try. Occasionally there's that judgment call.
Yeah, sometimes there's
is this
a little
worth
bit
putting up right now? But
because
usually,
you don't want to unduly concern people, but you need to inform them.
And I think
as
that's
well.
kind of this last couple days. There's been a few little fires, and it's been kind of a little bit of a judgment call to where do we want to just throw them all up as fast as because if they're less than a quarter acre and things like that,
it's not going to affect you.
No, but in some ways we want to provide fast and prompt information, but we don't want to cry fire either.
Exactly.
Especially for if you're out of the area and you're a second homer or something like that, and you're because we know we have quite a few of you logging onto the site that we don't want to think like, oh great, I gotta go hop in the car, let's go. So we'll try to
get up here and it's out.
We will try our best to balance between speed and also trying to provide stuff that's genuine news and not just throwing stuff up.
Absolutely.
So, but we'll probably.
But we're speedy.
We try.
We're speedy. And what else do you have over there in your little bag
for hard
of
news?
Accident.
Well, I guess the other one today was.
There's kind of a funky little accident.
Yeah, it was. And this is the one where the rumor mill was going.
Yes.
We heard stuff like there was a logging truck involved. We heard all kinds of stuff. If you were driving through Angels Camp early this afternoon, you found out that, well, you couldn't.
You were stopped, basically.
It was a mess. Corner of Highway 49 and 4, there was an accident this afternoon. And basically the gist of it is they're still doing the official report. So variations of this may change slightly.
That's right.
But what we heard from a witness that was on the scene is there was a gentleman that rear-ended a car in front, got out to check on something ahead of him or something like that, did not set his parking brake, and his vehicle actually, or maybe he was the one that got rear-ended, I don't know. One of the parties involved in that. The vehicle actually rolled, and his door actually took him down. So his door took him down, so I think he knocked down, banged his head on the pavement, and also I think broke some ribs, and that there may have been a possible internal injuries, and that's probably why they metaflighted, because if he had questions of head trauma, you don't want to, you don't want to mess with that. You just roll.
They take them to a trauma center.
They probably didn't know if he had an internal bleed or just guessing. But from we talked to the Angels Camp police chief, and he did say that they checked with the hospital this afternoon, and I mean, the injuries are not apparently life-threatening in any way, and he should make a recovery. But that's it. I guess that's our other.
That's the other hard news.
That's the other piece. Yeah.
And
so
also,
then we'll move on to fun and frivolous, right?
Fun and frivolous.
Well, not fun and frivolous. Do you want me to do this, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Arnold Rotary.
We just left a few minutes ago. The Arnold Rotary Club just installed its new president for the year, and we were just. It was kind of a fun thing, and the new president for the year is Bob Tussey. Now, the fun part is who was doing the introductions and actually administering the oath for his office was his dad.
Yeah.
And they said it's probably happened somewhere, but it was interesting to where
But the dad is a president.
Yes, over in Rio Vista Rotary.
Yes.
And he was inducting his son here, which is
that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it was a very touching moment. And, it's...
Rotarians.
Yeah. And they do a really nice job. A lot of good works they do in the area.
They do.
And so interesting. Well, congratulations, Bob Tussey. He's the new Arnold Rotary president for this next year, and he was administered his oath by his dad.
That's nice.
And we have a little video of it that we took, and we will post, as sometimes we are wont
the
to
video
do.
sometimes takes a little longer.
It does.
The copy.
In fact, the
actual stories take less time.
Yes, those can be quick. But so Arnold Rotary induction. Bob Tussey, the new president.
Very nice. And you were out there taking photographs and video.
I did. And we did lots and lots of panning. Lots of panning. Now, see, they get on me about my panning.
I wonder if somebody had a beer before watching your panning, if that would sort of even things out.
It might. But also, I think
sometimes.
But sometimes, though, if you're at an event and you're trying to give somebody a view of what it was actually like to be there, about the only way to do it is pan.
Slowly, though.
Slowly, yes.
Slowly.
Because we really want it.
Pickle patch on in San Andreas. And actually, what's kind of cool about
a lot that's happened with the Calaveras Visitors Bureau this year. I have no idea. Innovation in Tourism Award recipient. Innovation in Tourism. Think about that. Who do you think would receive an Innovation in Tourism Award in the county?
It could be somebody like an Ironstone type
Like
of thing.
Ironstone
Or
type
that's
of thing?
Or, I bet it could be somebody like the cave people.
The
Cavern
cave
tours.
The
The
cave
cave people. Yeah, the cave people. Yeah.
Oh, we have our very own Calaveras County Cave Clan.
It's the politically correct way of saying cavemen.
Cavemen.
It's the cavemen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we must say that correctly because, and speaking of cavemen,
They're having their own series.
they're
Did
having
you
their
know
own
that?
series. The
Yes.
Geico commercial guys are
Yes,
having
the
their
cavemen.
own series. So
They've been offered their own series. They've
yes, they have.
accepted.
They've
and
accepted.
I don't know when it will start, but apparently it's quite soon.
So it's not Planet of the Apes, it's
Planet of the Cavemen.
Cavemen. Yes.
So we'll see how long that show lasts.
It's kind of like our news. So easy a caveman could do it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, innovation in tourism tomorrow night, and dinner will be at 6. Mingling from 5:30 to 6.
Mingling.
Wow.
Wow.
With the Calaveras Visitors Bureau members and guests.
Very
Which
nice.
is sort of nice.
So you could mix and mingle.
And the pickle patch, actually. Have you ever eaten there?
Yes, I have.
That's excellent.
That is if
Excellent.
you're ever in San Andreas and you want one of those spots, if you want to rub shoulders with all the
With all the hoobies.
yes, because most times on
At lunch.
Board of Soups Day or that type of stuff, you're going to see all the people who are in town schmoozing and working the crowd.
That's right. And
they'll be
before the pickle patch opened up, guess where it used to be? All the schmoozing used to take place.
I'm
At
going to
the
guess, but
Black Bart Diner Cafe.
it was the
right?
Black Bart Diner
Yes,
right
down there on
huh?
Main Street.
Which
Yep.
is nothing now, right?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Now, what's the other watering hole that's across the street? The red. What's the one? The one that's on the corner of 49 and Main.
Oh, the Red Brick Saloon?
The Red Brick Saloon. There
Yes, yes.
you go. You've probably been there many a time, right?
Oh, no.
No?
Just like I've never been to the Nugget. Have you been to the Nugget?
No.
I've never been to the
I'd
Nugget
driven
either.
past, but that was it.
That's all I do is drive past.
We should have Kelly right on.
We should. Updates on the Nugget.
I think he's hoping it's going to reopen. Just kidding, Kelly.
They're supposed to reopen,
I know.
but I don't know when.
True.
Yes. The Nugget, the Red Brick Saloon is never closed.
Right.
I don't think they open till 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, though.
Now, I heard an interesting story.
What's that?
Now, is there a saloon in Angels Camp that is basically
Tavern?
down underneath the old hotel? The hotel that's not open that has the diner
You
there.
know, there is
And I've heard
something
it was just gorgeous. I've
there
heard
is
that room is
something
gorgeous.
in that area. This is when you're facing the Utica Hotel
Yes.
in Angels Camp on Main Street. I think you go to the right, and there's stairs that go down. And I've heard they have jazz nights there.
Well, this is what I heard. This is, I guess, if we do news, are we supposed to just do blatant rumor? Is that
Sure. If you preface it as this is the hearsay portion.
Yes, this is the hearsay.
The hearsay portion of the news.
Right. Now, we heard that there's a distinguished gentleman in the area that owns a car dealership.
Yes.
That I think he also owns
He
the hotel.
also owns the hotel.
Now, we've heard that he opens it up just enough to keep a liquor license in effect.
Oh, that's
So
why.
it probably sneaks it open, and we've heard that it's just actually one of the prettiest rooms in the area. I guess it's an old,
You know, the hotel itself is very nice.
yeah.
It's obviously it's seen better days, but I was in there for some reason, and it
How'd
was.
you get in?
They opened the door.
Oh, okay.
It's typically how you walk in
If she
there.
sees an open door,
Yeah, just
she's
go.
in.
Yeah, hey, what's this? What's
I haven't seen
going
that
on?
before.
What's
I haven't
this?
seen
What
it.
happened? But
Heard
yeah,
something
it was
about
beautiful.
curiosity
They
killing
killed
the cat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could
yeah.
kill me one day. I tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, who cares about the red ropes? You just walk.
Yeah,
right
you just
over 'em.
walk right on over. Yeah.
Although Jenny Baxter used to have some of her cooking shows at the Utica Hotel kitchen.
Oh, she did.
That's my understanding. Some of
Wow.
her first ones.
So she probably knows all the
She may know all the scuttlebutt.
Utica lore.
So we need to ask her next
We
time
do.
we go do
We
the
do.
show from there. Yes. So that's our scuttlebutt for today.
And also, in case you're interested, on the site we posted something because you may have heard that over at the fire, over in Columbia in the fire training program, there was
Yes.
allegations of hazing,
Yes.
and there was some arrest warrants issued in the hazing, and there's a response from
Chief Noonan.
Chief Noonan. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
If you want to read,
Yes.
about the hazing.
You can read about the hazing.
yeah.
And anyway.
Also, national news. A little bit of national news. Lady Bird Johnson passed away today.
Yes, she
The
did.
former first lady, and that
She was 94,
94 years old.
Yes, she was. Activist first
94 years old. That was, and there was a lot of people, even till recently, that made their pilgrimage to Lady Bird's home. You know,
Yeah,
she
that's
cut
true.
quite a swath.
She
So.
did. She did. And also, actually, in state news, the assembly bill that would have required spaying and neutering of pets was shelved today. Actually, yeah, I believe it was an assembly bill. Forgive me, I didn't get the designation, but this was the bill that would have fined you. I think it was $500
If you didn't
did not
spay
spay
or
or
neuter.
neuter your pet, and
Huh.
and present proof of it.
And I guess this is on really the hard news of the today. Is there's a thing on one of the national news sites about Posh Spice and her husband are doing a scantily clad photo spread.
Well, the Spice Girls are getting back together, and doing.
So
a
I think
concert.
they're,
a scantily clad
Well-
in W magazine.
well, it's husband and wife, so I mean, but it's Posh and Beckham.
Oh, he's got a lot more tattoos.
We just lost our audience. Okay,
No,
we don't care about Posh
no.
Spice.
But the Spice Girls, all original Spice Girls, are getting back together to do a tour.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And maybe this is something that will give a little advertisement to that tour.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Beckham, he's an interesting guy. Apparently, he is so. What does he have? There's some sort of disorder, mental disorder that he has.
Beckham?
Yes, where the Pepsi can't be in the same refrigerator as the Coke, so they have two different refrigerators. What was it? I forgot the name of the condition. I didn't know we were going to be talking about Posh and Beckham, or else I would have
done your research
I would have
on
done
this.
my
Come
research on. But this, the headline is Posh and Sex, raunchy bid to break into U.S. That couple has been trying to break into the U.S. celebrity market for years.
For years?
And they just can't do it. They're huge over in Europe and England.
Yeah.
I mean, people won't leave them alone. They come over here and it's
Nobody
like...
knows who they are. Yeah.
Who
Well,
are you?
in some ways, this is kind of an interesting thing where a lot of the cyclists, the European cyclists, like to train in the U.S.
Because
they can be anonymous
Exactly.
relatively in the off season. Some of the because if a lot of the pro cyclists, or also some other one was you remember we're losing everybody
we'll
now.
just bounce
But I
around
mean,
over here,
remember
but-
Michael Schumacher? Okay, Michael Schumacher is arguably one of the best Formula One drivers of all
Yes,
time.
yeah.
And he used to spend a lot of the off season in the U.S. because in the U.S. he could just nobody
Be
knew who he
anonymous,
was.
exactly.
I mean, in a big way. But in Europe,
He was huge.
oh yeah, it was everybody was going, whoa.
Exactly.
But it was
That's why, a lot of celebrities, U.S. celebrities, even who have broken the international market, they love to go to London
because they're anonymous
because
there.
they're relatively anonymous. They're left alone. They are left alone when they go to London. But a lot of the European celebrities who have not broken the U.S. market,
Right.
they can walk around and nobody knows who they are.
There was an interesting. This is an oddball little piece on these new web celebrities. Okay.
Like us.
Yeah. there was a
Yeah,
young man,
the big bucks.
young man from the South, and he did I think he's a 22-year-old young man that worked in a Gap for a number of years, and he had affected the whole look of, for example, like one of the Fab Five.
Yes.
And he ran he does a fashion channel talk show
On the web.
Oh,
okay.
And there was over 60,000 people that subscribed to the feed for this show.
Really?
And the interesting thing is he still lived at home with his mom and dad, and in his town that he lived in, nobody knew him.
Nobody knew him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And it was, but I thought it was kind of an interesting thing to where he's actually just got I think some TV deals, and he's moving to New York and doing some other fashion stuff and everything.
Well, there was
But he was from this small town in the South,
exactly.
and if he, once he
and he was
turns off the
probably
camera,
considered like kind of a weird guy in the South, in his little town.
I don't know about that, but I mean,
Well, you know what I mean? Because
he
sometimes
worked
people are a
in a
little quirky.
Gap, and he lived at home with his mom and dad. But online, he was a celebrity.
It's like Ask the Ninja, that show.
They referenced Ask the Ninja, yeah.
And what it is there's this guy just sitting there with a ninja outfit on, and they ask him random questions about whatever. And that show got picked up for, what was it, $3 million?
Really?
$3 million they paid for that show.
Wow.
Ask the Ninja. It was like a 5-minute
And this is an unpaid product placement here again. Yes.
Placement plug.
But
I think that's fascinating about the web.
so this guy's a genuine celebrity.
Yes.
But completely anonymous in his own town.
Exactly.
Yeah, nobody knows who he is. So, and until a couple weeks ago, he was working at the Gap.
And now he's making buku money.
Well, probably more than Gap wages.
Probably more than Gap wages. I don't see how this is
So you don't have any
sexy
other
or raunchy.
You don't have any other news?
No, I don't.
There's a picture of the site we're looking at, and we should probably just get some weather and wrap this up. Otherwise, we're going to be just sitting here.
Are we going to run over?
We're just going to be sitting here and talking about stuff that people probably really don't care about.
I think it's interesting. Don't you think it's interesting? Don't you think it's fascinating
well,
that some kid, some
is
21-year-old from a small southern town, looks like the Fab Five, is now a web celebrity? I mean, that's interesting.
On a little harder news, you've no doubt seen this if you've been following national news today. classified report is out that Al Qaeda is now at pre 9/11 strength.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that say that we're kind of due for an incident.
Yeah, this summer.
So let's hope they're wrong. Let's hope our national security people can do something analogous to what CAL FIRE's doing here locally against fires.
You know, they're really good at that. Better than any of us think.
Want to know. Yes.
Let's see. That's right. Okay, let's see.
Should we do the news? Read the weather.
Yeah, let's do the news.
Oh, we did that. We did that already.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
I guess McCain's not doing so well,
No,
is he?
He is not doing very well.
If you're following national election stuff, he is
not doing well at all.
having trouble raising money.
You know, some politicians need to just bow out gracefully.
That's not really his style, though. He's kind of a fighter.
Most politicians, it's not their style.
But I think he's an interesting guy in the fact that I think he kind of reveled in being the rebel. You know,
Yeah.
but that has its price when you're coming to raise money. When you're
It
raising
does.
money for a campaign.
That does.
See, Sarah, we mentioned that one thing about Posh and Beck. Now she's detoured. She's all.
Yeah,
She's just going Posh and Beck over there.
I am, because it says Victoria and David Beckham have launched yet another strike in their attempt to conquer America, which is what I said to you
that
earlier.
is. Yes.
This time in form of a near-naked
cares
photo
here.
shoot for American Fashion Bible W. You're right. Nobody
Well, they
cares.
figured it worked for Paris
Nobody
Hilton?
cares, so why are they doing it?
Okay. All right. Did anybody care about Paris Hilton until she did something wrong?
No,
And we're
but
not talking
this
about-
isn't wrong. They're just two
We're not-
married people who are trying to gain more
I know,
publicity.
but we're not talking about recent wrongs for Paris. We're talking about the one that.
Oh, well, yeah. But everybody sort of expected her to do something like that, so was it really so shocking? If you have an expectation of someone to make a sex tape, you sort of would expect it, right? So it's not
I
so
think so.
shocking when it's released.
Well, I guess the other thing is it's kind of interesting is you've no doubt seen references to the Hollywood madam that's naming names.
Yes, exactly.
And there was a staid and stuffy Southern Republican member of Congress that not good.
See, now he's gotten into the whole sleazy story thing.
Yes.
Yes, so we better do the weather.
But now Larry Flint he's on the
Well, he's been on the warpath. Well, not the warpath, but he offered $1 billion for
Million.
anybody. Wasn't it $1 billion? Was
A
it
billion?
$1 million? I thought it was $1 billion.
well,
It
if
was
it's a
some
billion,
insane
people
amount.
would just go do stuff to.
Where he offered, I thought it was $1 billion. Maybe it was $1 million. Maybe they in the story I read quite a
If
while
it was
ago.
$1 billion, there'd be people throwing themselves at political officials just so they can get
But it has to be verified and provable,
Oh,
according
okay.
to Larry Flint. And he's
All right.
done this almost, he did this last election too.
Okay.
And it did uncover some
Is
things.
that a pun?
Yeah. Not intentionally, but, we don't really want to see Larry Flint uncovered. But it was...
That was not what we were referring to.
But anyway, it was interesting.
All right. Okay.
No, it was
Yes.
interesting because people did come forward and they had evidence, and it did change some elections in some states.
I wouldn't doubt it. All right.
He's a rabble-rouser.
Tonight for the weather. Mostly clear and 63 in Arnold. High of 82 tomorrow. High of 84 on Friday. A high of 89 on Saturday.
You want to do Bear Valley too?
Sure. And Bear Valley. Low of 61. High of 77 tomorrow. High of 78 on Friday. And a nice and pleasant 78 on Saturday.
Oh, so it'll be nice and cool this weekend.
Very nice in Bear Valley.
Murphy's weather. Tonight, 59 degrees, mostly clear. Thursday, 89 degrees, mostly sunny. Friday, sunny at 92 degrees. And Saturday, it's scorching hot at 97.
We have the blazing red sun.
blazing
staring-
red sun staring at us.
We're sitting here, we're sitting in front of the laptop going, oh, no. And also as a reminder, we'll probably do this every night until Saturday, is this weekend is the Death Ride. So,
Yes.
the pass will be closed from 5:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Yes, it will.
And from basically, so if you go up before 3, you'll get to spend the afternoon at Lake Alpine or Bear Valley, enjoying the sights, because
You're not driving
you're
over
not
the
going
pass.
over.
No.
Because there will be thousands of crazed cyclists seeking their quotient of pain.
And you're sure you're not going to cycle in it?
I'm
Didn't you
going to
used
ha-
to cycle?
I'm going to hand out water.
Did you used to cycle though?
Yes,
You were a cyclist.
I was.
I was never a cyclist.
But you were married to a cyclist.
I was, but I'm not anymore.
Oh, we're doing okay. I'm in trouble now.
No more cyclists.
I'll just keep my mouth shut over here. And anyway, road conditions on Highway 4, they're clean and
We didn't
pristine
do Angels
until.
Camp.
Well, you're trying over there. What are
I
you doing
know.
over there?
I lost myself
keeps
in the
pawing-
advertising.
She keeps pawing at her
I know,
computer
it's
over
like,
there.
move faster, move faster. Tonight, mostly clear at 60 degrees in Angels Camp. Thursday, mostly sunny, a high of 90 degrees. Friday, sunny at a high of 93 degrees. And Saturday, another scorching hot day in Angels Camp at a high of 99 degrees.
All right. And for our viewer in Bangor, Maine,
Hey, what's going on in Bangor, Maine?
we're checking on those lobster.
Lobster pot placement people. Wow, you're having trouble now too.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh,
hey,
it's kinda like here.
thunderstorms, exactly.
Thunder and lightning in Bangor, Maine. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have any metal pieces up off your rig and you're trying to set,
Stay
be
away
careful.
from them. Exactly.
Be careful.
Be careful.
73 with thunderstorms and lightning.
Yes. And Thursday is 77
77,
degrees.
low of 55, more
Mm-hmm.
thunderstorms. Friday, more thunderstorms and rain.
Yeah.
Saturday, clearing, partly.
Partly cloudy,
Cloudy.
but no thunderstorms, which
No
is a good
thunderstorms.
thing. So just in time for the weekend, great weather.
So look between, if you're there, watch the squalls and try to set the pots between the squalls,
Yes,
right?
right. That's
Because
my understanding. Is that that's what you do?
we don't want anybody getting injured in Bangor, Maine based on our advice, right?
That's right. We're still waiting for our lobster too.
Yeah.
After we get our lobster, you can do anything you want.
But no, we're supposed to get like monthly.
Oh, are we monthly shipments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing
Works.
if we're doing the weather every night for Bangor,
That's
Maine,
right.
I mean,
That's
come
right.
on.
That's
So-
right. So there you go. There
Now,
you have
if
it.
you're feeling a little warm, let's just look what the Palm Springs weather is.
Ooh, that could be scorching. 102.
102, it's not bad. 106
6
on
tomorrow,
Thursday,
yeah.
106 on Friday.
106 on
Ooh,
Saturday.
106 and raining on.
Oh, that's not
Ooh.
good.
Ugh.
No.
Oh, that doesn't sound like much fun.
No, not at all. No
no.
golfing on that day, except for the hardcore golfers. They go out
Right.
any weather. So,
We'll leave it there.
we'll leave it there.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We really appreciate it. We do.
Yes, we do.
And big things in the next couple weeks.
Yes.
Big things.
Big
I guess we
things.
can start. Should we start teasing it?
On the 23rd, something big is happening.
Something big is going to happen.
Yes.
So you'll be able
You
to
have to-
watch us
In multiple media
in how you are
outlets.
right now in all of our
Glory.
sure whatever it is right now that you happen to be viewing.
Yes.
But then the size of our audience is going to grow,
Yes, it is.
or the potential audience.
The potential audience.
Yes, the potential audience.
Mm-hmm.
We thank you.
Yes.
And have a great night.
Good
And
night.
we will see you tomorrow night where we get to tell you what to do.
That's right.
Tomorrow we get to tell you what to do, and because there's quite a bit.
There's a lot to do this
Quilting
weekend.
and music and all kinds of stuff.
It's a summertime weekend in Calaveras County.
Have a good night.
Good night.